Hello and welcome to the CX Files podcast. I'm your host, Mark Hillary. This is another emergency bonus podcast based on getting information from the CX industry about the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. I spoke today with James Dodkins, also known as the CX Rockstar, about his Accredited Customer Experience Specialist course, which is something that he's just launched online. Previously it was an in-person course, so you needed to book James to do this. I thought it was an interesting time to launch an online course because clearly a lot of people have got time on their hands at the moment. So I called up James just to have a quick talk about this. Okay, James, great. Thanks for speaking to us on the podcast on this emergency bonus episode. Just before we start talking about the ACXS, which was the main reason for this call, what have your clients been doing to mitigate these problems caused by COVID-19?
Well, it's they're all seeing quite a lot of problems, of course, because with employees being ill and needing to stay at home, with customers being quarantined, and then, of course, their income being changed by this as well, which means discretionary spend isn't really there anymore and people are only spending on the, essentials. So if you're in the business where you're supplying the essentials, probably doing quite well now. But, man, it's a tough time for everyone at the moment. I don't think there isn't a person or a company out there that hasn't been affected by this. So what they're trying to do is, a lot of companies are realizing that the way they act in this particular situation is probably going to be the way that they're going to get remembered from this point forward. So they're doing the smart thing and trying to do right by their customers, trying to do right by their employees. And for a lot of companies, that's going to be a difficult path. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, there's a big difference between this sort of shutting everything down for a month and then if it goes on for 6 months, I guess. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, this is of course a good time to launch a new online course because a lot of people are going to be having some extra time on their hands. So tell me about this ACXS that you've just launched.
Well, the training's been around since last year, and originally it was just an in-person training, and it's me and some partners saw a bit of a gap in the market for a customer experience training that is like really hands-on, really pragmatic, and aligns more towards the creative types, the people that want to disrupt with customer experience. Because there's kind of really two companies out there, two types of companies. There's companies whose strategy it is to be consistently average, which sounds like an insult, but it's not. It's actually a really smart strategy for a lot of companies, just to consistently be just good enough. I love dealing with those companies, the ones where there's no surprises. I know exactly what they're going to be every single time. They do what they say they're going to do. They don't wow me, but I don't need them to wow me. But then there's some other companies out there that realise that the way they have to differentiate themselves is by delivering world-class customer experiences. Now, this training is more geared up towards those kinds of people, those organisations and those professionals that need to do things a little bit differently. And the problem with some of the current customer experience training at the moment is they'll show you best practice. They'll show you what the other companies in the world do and say, well, do that. What we want to do with the ACXS is not just help you copy what other companies do, but copy how other companies think, understand why they approach things in a particular way, understand the mindsets and philosophies that go behind the work that they've done, so that you can create something amazing as well, not just copy the things that other companies are doing. So that's where the ACXS came from. And as I said, it was originally just an in-person training. And it was always in the books to turn it into an online version as well, like to have an online offering. However, the need for that has accelerated recently. And I was just kind of lucky that we managed to get it all filmed and put together at just the right time. So yeah, it's now available online.
Okay, that's great that you've actually got the course available online because obviously, previously people would have to book you to come and deliver it in person. But what's really different compared to the trade associations and all these trade bodies that have their own sort of training?
I think probably the biggest difference is that it's different, and that seems a little bit a bit of a stupid answer, but a lot of what people are training as customer experience at the moment it's just kind of a bit boring. It's just a bit same. It's a bit like, okay, this is what everyone else is doing. What we're trying to, and for some people, as I mentioned, that is fine. But with the ACXS, what we're trying to do is make it exciting, make it fun, make it hands-on, make it practical, make it holistic, and really help people approach customer experience in a different way. So for the people out there that do want to do customer experience differently, that do want to disrupt with customer experience, they are the exact people this training has been created for.
Yeah, okay. And then, I mean, what kind of content is included? Is it entirely video-based?
Yeah, so the way it works online is there's 25 video lessons, and then you get activities that you've got to do yourself. So you get some homework, sorry guys. And the great thing about the training is it's really immersive. So you get immersed into a case study, and it's an Amazon case study. You get given a problem/opportunity, and then you learn the 17 steps and 3 stages of the successful customer outcome method. But you don't just learn them, you have to implement them. So you learn a tool, implement the tool, learn a technique, implement the technique, all the way through this case study to come up with your own solution at the end. And that's what I really love about this. The method that you get taught, the output of one thing becomes the input to the next thing. So there's a really logical reason that you go through the method and do each thing. However, although the method in itself is very logical, it allows creativity. It's built for creativity. It's built to help you design experiences that are world leading, that are different, that align towards customers' needs and successful outcomes. So yeah, you go through, you watch the video, you do a thing, you watch the video, do a thing, you download all the templates, so it's all super easy for you to do. There's like a PowerPoint that you can just type your little bits into. That's essentially all you got to do.
Okay, and do I need anything specific for it? I mean, I can just run it in a browser and that's it.
Yeah, man. You can do it on your computer, you can do it on a tablet, you can do it on a phone, you can pick it up seamlessly across any different channel. And yeah, essentially all you need is a computer, a phone or a tablet and an open mind.
Thanks for listening to the CX Files podcast. Please take a moment to review the podcast because this helps other listeners to find it. And if you have any suggestions, then get in touch with me on Twitter or LinkedIn. I'm @Mark Hillary with 2 L's, or just search Google for Mark Hillary.